Hello. Hello there. Testing the mic real quick. All right, cool. That is all in order. So then let us go ahead. That's right. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So, what I'm doing here today is I'm going to be reading the first 5 paragraphs of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, or the first 5 stanzas of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. The goal for this being to set a new world record for speed talking. As you can see in the description of this video, the current world record is 655 words per minute, or roughly 10.9 words per second. I have a program right here which will tell me exactly how fast I will be speaking. So this is the benefit of allowing me to do that quickly. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to read all 293 of these words in roughly 26 seconds. I may sound like I'm going really fast, like I'm not understandable, but if you want to, the playback option is available. We can set it to half speed, and that may make it more legible. I'm also going to go ahead and open up a Rubik's Cube timer, because these seem to be the most effective at the time. Rubik's Cube timer. To allow me to keep track of my information. Currently, the record of which I have streamed is, I believe, 42 seconds. And the record which I have outside of stream is 35 seconds. So basically that's it. Yeah. So I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible. Do that. Yesterday I did try to stream, but there were some errors with the thing actually going up properly. So that was sort of irritating, but we'll see how this goes. So I'll be starting this one in 3, 2, 1. What's my measure? Over many queen. Oh, crap. Wrong tab. I was in the wrong tab. So I'm going to try that again in 3, 2, 1. What's upon a measure? What the Oh, I forgot about that. All right. Sorry about that. One more time to get this started. Starting in 3, 2, 1. What's upon a measure? Over many queen characters for the world and audience. They keep tapping against the search of tapping a rolling this nothing more. Saying I was at least 7 ship down amber odds ball for we wish more failures are borrowed from my books to creases for the last for the random images and one name is here from around the second sound and also each purple card throw with me with the test of before so that I was still being on my hair repeating to some of this direction to some of this direction this is nothing more puts in the shoulder sugar hesitating no longer so said I'm truly forget to step up by the fact that I was not against such any game up against it failing keep tapping a bit door that I scarcely sure I heard you hear open wide the door concern nothing more to be to the darkness peering light so they're wondering if you're down to more ever to do before but the fact is but the sounds was broken this let's get it took it anyway where was a little more this is whispered in the murmur back to where the normally is nothing more. 39 seconds. So that's a new streaming record. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background, by the way. He's not bright. So yeah, 39.45 seconds. Yeah, sorry about my dog. Yeah, he's being really loud for some reason. Let me just run real quick and I'll get him. Sorry about All right, sorry about that. Just had to go and get him real quick. All right, so back to this. 39.45 seconds is roughly the equivalent of. Let's get this set up real quick. 39.45 is equivalent to 445 words per minute, or 7.427 words per second. So that's way below what we want to get. We want to be about 13 seconds faster, but generally that's the right idea. So we are going to keep on going now in a couple seconds here. Yeah, we're going to keep on going. So this should go well, and yeah, let's keep this going. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Once upon a major we were able to make yourselves for the world and on the big city committed by guests essentially rapping up into a sources of amount of topic of rolling this and then whereas the clear members of the biggest summary ship dying or always goes ball for you wish the Marvin and borrow from our books so sorry for the lost for the run who the angels name no name is here forever and so sounds from seeing these purple current before so that I'm just slowly being on my hearse repeating systemly visitor engine or systemly visitor engineering engine to roar. This is it, nothing more. President Mr. Wisher hesitating no longer stressed that I'm truly afraid to step up the facts I was stepping against gently keep up against failure keep tapping on my door. This excursion sorry heard you here open why the door doesn't nothing more. Deep in that darkness, fearing longer, still wondering, fearing, doom, down, dream, mortal ever to dream before, but the sense was broken. This whole escape, no token, only word was spoken, was whispered a little more. This whispered, I might come remember back the word, but normally this is nothing more. 39.67 seconds. So that is slightly slower, so I'm not going to bother running that through the algorithm again. But that's the amount which I just got, which is better than yesterday's average, actually. Yesterday's average, or 2 days ago's average being something like 49. Yesterday's average being something like 40. It was 44, but this is a good rate, which means if I keep on going at this rate, that's like something like averaging at like 4-second increase a day. And if we continue at like a 4-second decrease a day, and if we continue at something like a 4-second decrease a day, I'll be winning by the end of the week, which would not be anything but the least bit strange. Okay, so continuing on with the third trial run of the stream in 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry, 3, 2, 1. What's my major we were over making like yourself for the world and I'm excited they could have answers such as or tissues or amount of tapping a major role is something more or the elements of the beast somebody shipping a roll goes above legally which the more of any answer bar from our books sorry for the lost nor for the run man who manages name the name is here forever and so the sounds of wrestling which purple and throwing feeling the test has never felt before so that not still being a just repeating test of the answer chapter or something of the answer chapter this is it nothing more present Mr. Wisher hesitating and no longer stressed I'm truly forget the time point by the first I was having answer Jane Camara and so you kept tapping a major door this is going to show you here open the door nothing more. Do that artist dream appearing longest for the one fearing dreaming down dream from world average dream before, but the sounds was a burger. This was given to the only word spoken was before. This was for the echo more back the world or maybe this is that more. 40.4 seconds. So we're actually getting pretty evenly worse so far. It's a result of me stuttering more. I should probably stop stuttering as much, but you know that's why we're here to fix. So attempt number so far we have a standard deviation of 0.24. So yeah, that's our standard deviation. So on the count of 3, I'm going to go again in 3, 2, 1. What's my major we're making ourselves for the world and all the Olympics they keep up answers into the Arabic process of the amount of tapping out roll this and the more the camera is the biggest time ship dying our rose goes for you wish the more of any answer bar from books so sorry for the lost or for the rain name who the angels name is here forever and the second time turn around to purple and fill me with fill me with that test of before so then I was being our hair repeating test of the generation has happened to some of this generation or this is nothing more possibly my short sorry hesitating no longer stressed I'm truly afraid of that but I was dying against Jane came up against the family kept tapping my trigger that's just sorry heard you here open why the door has nothing more deep into that dark appearing longer so they're wanting fear dying dream from world ever to dream before but the sounds wasn't broken in the cell and the scam no took any lower spoken was a little more this was in the echo more the word maybe something more 38.63 seconds so that is pulling on my algorithm 38.63 wrong thing 38.63 455 words per minute or 7.58 words per second. Again, about 3.5 seconds slower than, or 3.5 words per second slower than we want to be. But generally, we're getting there. So this is a good increase. So our standard deviation is now higher, but our median is now lower at only 39.5. Okay. Back into this. So, on the count of 3. 3. Oh, this is our 5th attempt. So, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. What's my major pattern working very often making here? That was a fuck up. We're not going to count that. All right, starting again. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. What's my mission? We can wear from any queen care selves for the world on it. Tapping access to the rapid systems. I'm tapping a roll. Something I remember the December ship down rolls goes upon fully wish the more feeling instead of from books to so for the loss for the rain man whom the names here forever. The second silence and roasting which purple through me for me with the test before so I still being a harsh repeating some visiting actions having before some visiting entering action have been trouble. This is then like more present the short strike hesitating no longer so that I'm truly afraid to stop up by the fact that I was not against the G care mapping. And so keep tapping a mission door. This I sure heard you hear open why the door said nothing more deep into the dark appearing longest for the warning fearing dying dreaming dreams no more ever dreamed before. But the sounds wasn't working. The escape took any lower. Spoken was a little more. This I whispered in there. And you can remember back there were a little more. Really nothing more. I messed up several times. Thought that it was a good start, but 39.69. It's the second worst time of the day. Because I like swallowed like a spitlet halfway through and it sucked. So average of the 5 currently is 39.5, but eliminating the best and worst times was 39.6. Which symbolizes that maybe my best was a bit of a fluke, which it kind of was so far based upon what we've seen. But we're going to keep on going. And we'll probably do 15 during this stream like we did last time. But it shouldn't take us 30 minutes because we're making good time. Okay. Ready? Begin. Here we go. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What's my mention? We were from any queen care selves for the world. I know they can be tapping access into generally wrapping a mention, but this is about tapping a mention. Roll is something more. Something I remember the biggest summary shipping iron worlds goes before you wish the more family instead of power for my books. Sorry for the loss or for the random man whom the angel's name is here forever on the second side of signature purple and fill me with from fell before, but the sounds. But so that's the beginning of her start repeating some visiting anxious have been short or something visiting anxious have been chamber. This is another more present so strong hesitating than no longer search that I'm sure against cyber. But the fact is I was not against the Django rapping against the family kept having a mention or that is sure here I open wide the door and nothing might be dead. Appearing lost of the wine fearing for dying dreaming no more. But the sounds was working and the still came to any lower spoken was for a little more. This was spreading the echo murmur back to where normally something more. I effed up my pronunciation several times throughout that. So I'm gonna not count that one, even though it was a really good time. I'm just not gonna count it. Because that I messed up my pronunciation too many times. Also, just for real quick reference, the speed talking I'll be doing in my bonus video, which I'll be uploading after this. I'll also be uploading the bonus video from my first stream because I forgot to upload that and I didn't do in last stream. So bonus video for this stream is going to be, we'll see if anyone comes into the chat, but as of right now, I'm thinking Epic Rap Battles of History, Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates, because they're back now. Epic Rap Battles of History came back now. They're making new videos. So we're going to try to do that. For memorization time. So I'm going to do that from memory, see how fast I can get it, word count and all that. That should be cool. But now on to will be our proper 6th try now that I've eliminated a couple of my fuck-ups. So 5 tries already that were compatible. I fucked up my pronunciation too many times during the last one for me to count it. All right, I'm going again. 3, 2, 1. What's my mission? We can from any yourself for the world and basically tapping out something Camara. Yeah, that was a fuck up too. I'm fucking up way too many times. I'm gonna put more care into this. All right. 3, 2, 1. What's my mission? We were from any queen yourselves for the world and basically tapping access to generally wrapping up a chamber door system. I'm out tapping a mention roll. This is the I think I remember the big December shipping iron goes upon fully wish the more family has power from my books. So for lost or for the rain and man whom the angel's name and is here forever. Right, this second time certain last language purple and throw my family with a test of a fall before so that I'll still be in my heart repeating system visitor entry chamber door. Some like visitor entry at my chamber door. This is it, nothing more. Presently my soul stronger hesitating no longer. So that I'm truly afraid of the side port by the fact that I was not against so gently came up against so family kept tapping at my chamber door. That is Christian sorry. I heard you hear up and why the door darkness there nothing more deep into the darkness appearing longest for the warning for dying dreaming dreams from whatever to dream before, but the sounds wasn't burger. This let's get a token. And the only word spoken was whispered a little more. This I whispered in the echo murmur back to word normally they said nothing more. Woo! 37 seconds. That's a good score. 37.78 with clear pronunciations. That's a way to keep the stream going. Let's see. Run the program. 37.78. That's not where I wanted to type. 37.78. 7.75 words per second or 465 words per minute. I could read like a lot of words. This is good. This is good. Good luck. Good luck. Okay. So cool. So we are now having an average of 39.21. Pretty good, actually. I'm happy with that. All right. So back again. Slim Shady's back. Tell a friend. No, I'm kidding. Okay, back into the thing again in 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. What's the point of we were from many queen years full stuff girl well and tapping against the sun to system is around tapping my chamber and this is more I think I remember the big December but I never was goes hopefully you the Marvin as apart from my books for the lost or for the random years in the morning is here forever and this is how to rushing each purple until we film me with fantastic stuff I've before so that I just love the being on my hair star repeating system visitor entry system visitor entering entry this is another more personally my soul star hesitating no longer so that I'm truly forget the cyber but the fact is that I get to take rapping it's affiliate keep tapping on chamber that's I heard you hear up on whether darkness and nothing more debated the darkness appearing always so the wondering fearing dying dreams from what I've did before. But the sense was we're gonna so let's give it a lower spoken most little this is whispered and they remember back to where the normally say more. 37.5 seconds. That's another one up. Cool. We're at 7 attempts in. This is going great. Pretty much only improvement today. We've seen a bit of an uptick after attempt number 4, but since then, almost exclusively improvement. All right. Almost halfway done. All right. Yeah, we're only at 15 minutes. This is like, God, it's like a 20th of what I did last time. Probably because this, not 20th. This is like a fraction of what I did last time. Probably because I spent so much time last time programming. Okay. Diet Coke. You guys probably hear that. All right, so on the count of 3. 3, 2, oh, crap. Gotta hit my thing. 3, 2, 1. What's my mention? We were for making yourself for a little while and by saying the capital gas and the rapping arrangement or system vision matter tapping mention role and something more obviously glamour is the biggest emergency but our world goes upon fully where's the Marvin is the bar from our box for the or for the rendering name who names the name or names here from our and this looks at us rushing this purple current film family with fantastic stars never follow before but still beating on my heart repeating system vision and temperature something visiting and temperature this is and then we're present Mr. Star hesitating and longer so that I'm truly forget this happen but I get so gently crying and so finally kept tapping mention door the ice sure heard you hear open why the door goes and nothing more to be that dark appearing lost or the one I fearing more ever did before, but the sense was we're going to sell this game to getting more spoken was a little. This is whispered in the more echo murmur back to where the normally something more. 36.27 seconds. So we're only 10 seconds away from beating the world record. Holy crap! And nobody's watching this stream. Oh wow, that's 35 seconds is my record, but I wasn't timing that. My friend was timing that. Man, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna put in the compilation. Wow, holy shit. Average is 38.63. Well, let's see what this is in the thing. Yeah, let's pull up the algorithm. 36.27. Run. Let's see. Checking the program. 36.27. 8 words per second. We broke 8 words per second. Awesome. 8 words per second is great. Let us keep going. Hopefully we can break. Ooh, if we could break 9 today, that would be tight. I'm actually go extra time if I can break 9. If I'm getting close to breaking 9. Okay. See how much I improve. All right, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What's my mention? We were from making yourselves of Curl Oil and order the they can gas and tapping my chamber always sending more ice and garments the weakest separation but I what's goes fully where's the Marvin and sort of from our books for the rare nation the name is here for our and that is rescue which for until we film with the test so that I was still being aware to repeat this is range temperature for some of this range temperature this is in more present Mr. Starting hesitating and no longer so that I'm truly forgetting this but I was up against the Camara it's finally kept tapping my chamber this is sure I heard that's sure I heard you here but why the doors and nothing more deep into the dark spring lies for the what I'm fearing. Dreaming from what I've did before. This house was a burger. Let's give it a checking the worst was this was for an I can remember back to where maybe something more. 36.74. So slightly worse. I could tell why. I fucked up on one of the sentences and repeated it. Normally I would throw this out, but aside from that, it was actually pretty good, and I didn't really fuck up that sentence initially. Also, there's a little green buttons down here in the corner. So I want to see how well those work. So I'm just gonna yell something and see if I can get those green buttons to go above 2. So on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. Leroy Jenkins! Fucking hell, that only got up to 3. The fuck does it take to get this thing a red? Okay, then, okay. YouTube, do whatever you want to do. Literally, I'm just gonna, yell into this. Ah! Yeah, they got up to 3. That was probably ear rape. I'm not gonna put that into the compilation. All right. On the count of 3, continuing. My throat hurts now. On the count of 3, continuing. 3, 2, 1. What's my mention? Little we were from making yourself for a little while and on the beside the keep tapping gas to the very George says the amount of tapping a mention roll and then I see the emergency December tapping our goes for we wish tomorrow feeling heads bar from our books for the lost for the rain this is how to wrestling reach for ground so we feel for so that still being a hard to repeat this was range happens to this some of his range has made sure this is it nothing more present much strike has taken longer so that I'm truly freaking this hypo but the answer Jenny come up against a family kept tapping a mention that's just sure who you hear by the doctors and nothing more to be dead dark spearing lost through the one dying dreaming for whatever before, but this house was working. This was scheduled to you were was little. This was spreading the more echo murmur back to little normally this and that more. I thought that was gonna be a lot worse than it wound up being. 36.56, which actually isn't that bad now that I think about it. That's a decent time. Holy shit, dude, we've gone down. Woo! Worst score so far has been 40 seconds. Our best score on day 1 was 42 seconds. Best score on day 2 generally is 35, but I was the one who was personally timing that. Best personally timed score yesterday was 39. Well, shit. That's pretty cool. Standard deviation of 1. To show how much we've improved, we've virtually only been going down with only like teeny tiny ticks up. Only actually 2 times we've actually gone up, and we still have a standard deviation of 1.36. Might want to remove outliers for this. By the way, once I've made it down to like 20s, like 29, if I break 29, I'm going to upload a Excel document with all my times over all the streams because I actually save those, and I will be able to graph out progression, and that should be pretty cool to see once I complete that. So then, well, shit, let's keep going. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. What's my measure? We were from making yourselves for the weather and the basically can be tapping after the rapping relationship or system amount of tapping a metro roll and something more. I just think I remember simply to separate shipping our worlds goes pump through which are failing apart from my books increases so for loss or for the rain renewing she's no more name is here for and this is how to relation which for through my filming with fantastic never felt before so that not still being a show repeat this is and she's for the some of this range she's for this is a more present measure or hesitating no longer so that I'm truly for goodness that before but the fact is I was up against you came up against a feeling you kept tapping your tour that ask heard you hear up with the darkness and nothing more to be the darkness being like so when I feel down to before, but the sounds was working. So let's give it the words. Spoken was this was spreading. They come back to the room. Something more. 35 seconds. Oh boy, 35. That's a new second break and meets my record time from yesterday. So 35.53. Although that may have been less than mostly legible, but I'm gonna count it. 8.24 words per second. 494.79 words per minute. Almost 500 words per minute, way past 420 words per minute. That's a bummer, but hopefully we can get to 69 words per minute, 6,900 words per minute. Well, shit, that was test number 11, so 4 more on the stream, unless I'm either able to break 500 words per minute, so basically increasing my time by a decent chunk, or break the 20s, or break 9 words per second. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use some calculator math, figure out what that would have to be. Let's see. So at 660, so we have 293 words at 655 words per minute. So the specific time to beat is again 26.83. So basically 27 seconds. 26 is generous, but that would be to meet it, and then to beat it, I'm saying I need to make 665 is what I'm saying I'm gonna have to make. So that means I'm going to have to make it in order to count it as a record for myself. 26.436. So that should go well if that works. And to break 9 words per minute, I would have to, or 9 words per second, I would have to do 293 divided by 9. 32 seconds. I'd have to break 32 seconds, which very well may happen at this rate. I mean, so far we have dropped, my first time was 39.459. And my current time is 35. So we've already dropped 4 seconds in 11 attempts, 3 seconds in 4 attempts. This is a bit outside the realm of possibility, but I might continue if I'm getting close. Okay. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. What's my mention? We were from making use of the world on the side. They can gas such a amount of tapping and bench roll. This thing, Mars, and I the big December, except dying, our rods goes upon 4 equally, where some feeling instead of from books for the last one for the renewing who nation the moon here for more, and this looks at as a wrestling which purple and filming with the of fall. So now, so the being of our repeating test of the strange temperature, some like the strange temperature. This is another more present special question. Hesitating no longer. Sure, that I'm truly forget this. I put the fact that I was nothing. And so then you kept rapping, and so feeling you kept tapping, my shoulder. That's I heard you here up on the door, and more. Deep in the dark, spring long, so one figuring down, dreaming, no dreams from what I've ever treated before, but the sounds wasn't working. So let's give it a shocking new words. This is whispered in there. Come remember back the word. Maybe there's something more. 36 seconds. That's our third uptick in the entire thing. 3 more attempts. Okay, cool. That was almost exactly 36 seconds. That was 36.03. This is actually my goal for the week. It was to meet 36 seconds. Exactly 36. That's neat. I beat my goal for the week in 3 days. Maybe 2 if my friend was telling the truth yesterday with the 35 seconds, which now we know he very well may have been. Okay. All right, let's go. You ready? On the count of 3. Let's go back to the right tab. 3, 2, 1. What's my mentor? Oh, whatever before, but the sounds was working. So let's give it a checking. This was when they come back to this and then more. 35.78 seconds. Okay, so that's slightly worse than our earlier 35. Cool. If you couldn't tell there for a second, I inhaled like a spitlet down my throat and I started sounding like I was crying. I was crying inside. I'm normally crying inside. I'm a miserable person. Okay. That was attempt number 13. So, let's continue onwards and upwards. Or actually, I want to go downwards because my time wants to go down. Oh, by the way, my average on my first 12 attempts was 37.52, which is really good. And removing the top and bottom of the first 12, right, removing the worst and best times, I actually averaged 37.47, which is better than the 37.52, which means that now, based upon my current scores, it's actually my 40 was now actually an outlier. So my worst score was now an outlier, and my best score was an inlier. So my best score was more accurate now. I think the requirement for something to be considered an outlier is more than 5% difference from the standard deviation. And currently, standard deviation is 1.58. Let me just go and get this pulled up. 37.47. Right, 37.47 minus 1.58, 35.89, and my best score right now is a 35.53. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume 5. I'm pretty sure that falls within standard deviation. So my 35.78 is in fact in order with it being realistic. So that's cool. Let us continue. Any doubts I had about my previous scores, by the way, are now completely gone because now that I've repeated it, it's now more accurate. Okay. 2 more attempts before I end the stream, and then I'll do a song maybe, and I'll maybe solve a Rubik's Cube. I don't know. Diet Coke will do that to you. All right, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. What's my major? We're making yourselves for a little while. Generally wrapping a major order. Some system visitor. Oh, god damn it! I'm no. We're not counting that. That was horrendous. All right, that was not bad. I just blatantly said some words wrong. Oh, by the way, if you would like to hear it, here's a slow version of this. Promise I'm not trying to stretch. No, I'm definitely trying to stretch. Okay. Once upon a midnight dreary, well I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volumes of forgotten lore. Well, I nodded, nearly napping. Suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more. I distinctly, I remember it was in the bleak December, and a shepherd dying ember, Rodis ghost upon the floor, eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow, from my books decrease the sorrow for the lost nor, for the rarity men, whom the angels name lore, nameless here, forevermore. Stuff like that. So boring as shit, and also edgy as hell, because, good old Edgar Allan Poe with his opiate addiction and his screwing his 13-year-old cousin. He was a weird dude. I'm not a fan of the guy, but I actually originally went to do Telltale Heart instead of this. But Telltale Heart has some weird words actually. So I'm gonna finish up these 15, and I might try to do Telltale Heart. I'll do the ERB song, I'll solve a Rubik's Cube. I don't know. All right. On the count of 3, in 3, 2, 1. Once upon a minute, we were from a quaint, curious films of the world, and they kept tapping asses, essentially, versus this matter tapping amateur goal, and the more I remember the police separate, shipping out, Rob's goes to Buffalo, wish more family, and from a book, creases, for lost, and for the rare name, whom nature is more than mystery from the second side, sort of wrestling, if you proper gun through, the test never fell before, but so the being of our starter peak, this visitor entrance, to suddenly visitor entrance, from chamber door. This is another more surprising, Mr. Wish, hesitating, no longer said, I'm truly forget to snap, but because I was tapping against, so Jenny came up against, so feeling, kept tapping amateur more, that's sure I heard you hear open by the darkness, and more. Deep into the darkness, being lost, so the warning, fearing down, before, but the South was working. This was given to Sweden. Was spoken was for the was in there. Come on, back the world or something more. 35.79 seconds. Okay, so it looks like we're plateauing for today. Actually, wow, that's only 0.01 seconds different from my previous score. Well, shit. All right. Cough. Last one for today that I'll do from unless by some miracle I drop 3 seconds in one attempt. I am going to do this one, and then I'll do some of my more memey ones, and then I'll be done. All right, so that sounds cool. So the stream might be about the same length, but the actual speed talking will be a lot shorter. All right. 3, 2, 1. Once upon a minute, we were over many quaint curious for the world, and the person that tapping asses, essentially wrapping up amateur, but resistance around tapping amateur, or something more. I think I remember the December, shipping out, Rods goes off, we were some more famous, and borrow from books, decreases, for the for the rare name, niches, and really for and the second time, started wrestling, which broke on, so this before. So now, so the being of our history, repeating visitor entry, or some visitor entry, this is nothing more present, my soul was hesitating, no longer suicide. I'm truly forgetting side, but the fact is, I was not against, so gently came rapping, and suddenly kept tapping amateur, this is here, so I heard you here open wide the door, darkness there, nothing more. To the search, bring like so, wondering, fearing, down to before, but the fact, but the sounds was working. This also gave it to me. Where spoken was this I was put in there. Come remember back the window, something more. That was a bad run. That was a shit way to end the stream. But yeah, so that was 36.75 seconds, meaning best time of the Edgar Allan Poe's was 35.53. Worst time was 40.04. Average was 37.48. Median was 36.75. Standard deviation was 1.56. The average of the first 5 was 35.98, and the average of the first 12 was 36.92. I'm going to go ahead and save these. Cool. Let me open up a text document. Sorry, real quick. Let me just minimize. New text document. Speeds. A 3. Okie doke. And speeds have been recorded. Cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that. Cool. All right. Got that. Times have been saved. And now we can do Mimi stuff. Okie doke. We could just clear this. Cool. Cleared. So things to do. Memes to do. I will do now. I will be doing. All right. So what did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to try to do Telltale Heart, which I don't have memorized. I'll do a first reading on that. This is especially going to be difficult because I don't have. Oh boy, this is a lot of words. I'll do the first 2 paragraphs. Or the first 3 paragraphs because the first 2 are too short. Some dude's riding a motorcycle outside. Sorry for that. 1 second. Let me just let him get by. And my dog's barking at him. This is all great. Okay, so anyways, sorry about the motorcycle. And I think it's gone. All right, so going off of that, I will do the Telltale Heart off the cuff, so I don't have this in any way memorized. I have the Raven memorized to an extent now. So I'll try to get this done, and then I have Telltale Heart, and I'll try to get some of that done, and we'll see how this goes. So on the count of 3, I'm going to be doing The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe, the first 3 paragraphs. And I can actually go and get a word count on that. I'll just go ahead and copy that. Cool, I got a copy. All right. The count of 3. 3, 2, 1. True nervous, very dreadfully nervous. I had been and am. But why will you say that I am mad? This is such my senses, not destroyed, not told them. Above all was the sense of hearing IQ. I heard all things in the heavens and the earth. I heard many things in hell. And how then am I mad? Heckin' and obvious how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story. It is not impossible to say how first the idea entered my brain, but once it conceived, it haunted me every day and night. Object there was none. Passion there was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. He had never given me insult for his gold. I had no desire. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a film over. Whenever it falls upon me, whenever it fall upon me, my blood ran cold. And so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Now this is the point. You fancy me a madman? No, nothing. But you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded with caution, with the foresight, with the simulation. With simulation, I was never kinder to the old man during the whole week before I killed him. And every night at midnight, I turned the latch of the door, opened it oh so gently. And then when it made the opening sufficient for my head, I put the lantern in, all closed that so that no light shone out. And then I would thrust my head in. Oh, you would have laughed to see how cunningly I thrust in. I moved it slowly, very slowly, not to disturb the old man's sleep. It took me an hour to place my whole head within the opening so far that I could see him lay upon his bed. Ha! Would a madman have been so wise? And then my head was well in the room. I undid the lantern cautiously, oh so cautiously, for the hinges creaked. I undid it just so much as the single thin ray fell upon the vulture's eye. And this I did for 7 long nights, every night just at midnight. But I found the eye closed, and so it was impossible for me to do the work, for it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. And every morning, when the day broke, I went so boldly to his chamber and spoke courageously to him, calling him by name in a hearty tone and inquiring how he passed the night. And so you see, he would have he would have been a very profound old man indeed to suspect that every single night, just at 12, I looked upon him while he slept. A minute 53 seconds. That felt bad. All right, let's grab a Word document here real quick. Let me just make Word document here real quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, my mic is still working. Word document. Word. Cool. Is it pulling up? Does it want to boot? Oh, it booted. Cool. That was 523 words. That's almost double the length of this, which means I did not get a very good time. 523 words. Let me just go and plug that into the algorithm. 523. Okay. And it took me a minute 53. So that is the equivalent of 120 minus 120. So 60 plus 53.24. All right, 113.24 seconds. 4. Which means that was the equivalent of 4.6 words per second, or 277 words per minute, just barely faster than regular talking speed, which is about 200 to 250 words per second, or words per minute. Oh, that sucked. That was a bad read. You can kind of see why that I didn't pick it though, because it's so strange to read out loud, and also it like reading the same amount, which is 293 words, would only be like halfway through the 3rd paragraph. It would have been very dumb. I guess I'll probably stop after I do. I won't do the Rubik's Cube today. I'll just do Epic Rap Battles of History. Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates. Let me go and get the word count on that. Just pull it up. Word count ERB Steve Jobs v. Gates. I remember I was in 5th grade when I first heard the song. And I just loved it immediately. I tried to memorize it almost immediately. Not even because I'm the best memorizer at things. My dog's barking, of course. Not even because I'm the best memorizer of things. Just because I really, really, really just loved it. I've always been a fan of AI. In fact, I actually want to go into AI engineering or debate, either one. Cool. General trivia. Person errors. Man, why can't I find the word count on this? Shit, dude. Where is it? Ooh, cool. My dog is just barking in the background. Okay, we got Lyrics Genius. Hopefully they can help us out here. Okay, got the thing copied. You can go ahead and slam that into a Word document real quick. Okay, let's go and get that. It comes out to be 547 words, so actually roughly the same length. This I memorized, so we'll actually see what difference it makes between memorized and not memorized. So on the count of 3, I will go ahead and go. 3, 2, 1. The mission for us to about a minute of a bitch roll, but 500 for kissing on pimp your name, 6 cheese bean news, apple to be here, other some issues in the GUI, the moment is let me bring up some basic situation company after you take your blowjobs here, get. Oh fuck, I fucked up. Holy shit, how did I fuck that up? Yeah, I fucked that up bad. Alright. Alright. Got it. Cool. Alright, sorry, there's dogs barking outside. My neighborhood has a lot of dogs. Alright, trying again on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Let me just burn against with that minute of bitch go but 500 against we're on my pimp your name secure cheese being used opportunities have got there are some windows uses and could be the Melinda's use. Let me just bring us a basic situation company after you keep blue jobs you're gonna second cheese or short control hold the middle of your bunny head with all death. Hey, be best given up a birthday give where you're never stage your search come out all the tools and silver side pot of a sack. The menus the machines build system time pay taxes the menus the machines I built to list the deals will he relax will Stevie stall the credit for the other people teach your fat policy after these after two who have realized with this bit off Apple to their office on PC. Other people with power crazy in Apple but people jobs use PC you know I bet they made this beat on Apple no free to PC you never ever catch a virus on Apple you could silver doctor if you bought a PC. Let's talk about doctors I've seen a few because I got a PC but it wasn't for me but legacy then you can never stop now excuse me let's turn half to profit fine be like that time that die then the whole of you my friend I'm alone not nothing but power time no one on earth you can challenge my mind I'm a boss I own DOS your future is my design I'm a god I own Xbox no one can stop me the world is mine. I'm sorry but if I get let you down take a look at history everything you build is up to me I got the power of money you can never beat chess and jeopardy I don't C++ and hello world beat you about Discord I'm coming out of the song anything you do is have I don't in your pocket I get shit when I got a market course just press me so I'm sure and test me I'm stopping I'm not going to PC drum on Linux bitch I thought you knew my CPU stop on my core and skull beat you with 17 lines of code I run differently inches of the days on the last of these like the Terminator told you 58.88 seconds. Which is a massive difference for obvious reasons. This is actually 20 seconds faster of like actual time wise, but it's over a minute faster in like speaking time. 58.88. 9.2 words per second or 557 words per minute. Much better than anything I've gotten with the Raven. If you're wondering why I'm doing the Raven, good question. Anyways, moving on. I actually have no idea. Yeah, so that is cool. So that's what I can do with something vaguely memorized with complex words that I don't fully get. Oh, cool. I have a viewer. Hi, viewer. Yeah, here, real quick before the stream ends, if you want to comment on anything, I could see if you want to hear anything in particular, any stories, any songs, poetry, anything. Want to hear it? How do I chat publicly as Tucker Knoll? Hey, what are you? Is that a song? Particular song, dude. Here, I'll search it up real quick. Tucker Knoll. Who on fucker Knoll is Tucker Knoll? I'm looking him up. Tucker Knoll. I'm just gonna move this up here so I can see what's going on better. Tucker Knoll. Who is he? Tucker Knoll. Images. Yeah, no idea who that is. So can't help you there, man. Got any other ideas? I got nothing, dude. You're Tucker Knoll, clearly. I mean, you're Tucker Knoll. Whom's the fuck are you? Okay, then I can do something again, I guess. If you want to see it, I mean, you're still watching, so I can do that. What? Yeah, I don't know that, dude. Sorry, I just Googled it, nothing comes up. Oh, there's 2 people watching now. Cool. Yeah, I don't know who Tucker Knoll is, dude. You're gonna have to let me in on that. I mean, you're clearly Tucker Knoll. I can search up your YouTube account if you want. Yeah. So that's neat. Care to explain, man? I mean, you can write it down in the chat if you want. I can do that. Just send me a link, put it in the chat, click on it, or first I want to do a virus scan, then click on it. I mean, I'm running all this on a virtual machine, so I mean, I'm not real. Ooh, that's why I'm using a shit camera. All right. You know Pig with the Voice of a Man? It's a band. They have a song called Hitler's Favorite Song. It's really fucking funny. I was thinking about doing that. Do something. Let's think. Something cool. Ooh, I got something neat. I could do. Wait a minute. Is this? Who an actual fuck is Tucker Knoll, dude? I'm actually pressed now. Can't find your YouTube channel. Tucker Knoll. Clearly not this old lady's obituary. That's not who Tucker Knoll is. Alright, well, I can't find it, so I'm just gonna end the stream. Anyone else got anything you guys want to hear? Anything at all? And again, one person's watching, so if you want to hear anything, anything at all that I can speed talk to, leave it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to be ending the stream. Hey, if this is your LinkedIn, Tucker Knoll, I think I found your LinkedIn. Ooh, there's also a train station in Mexico City that has Tucker Knolls. Nope. Can't find anything. Is Tucker Knoll a politician? Might be a politician. Yo, you know what? This is going to be a massive pain in the ass if I go to edit this in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now that no one is watching. All right, well, bye.